30 to 130. To 130. Okay. Is that right? Is that right? Okay. And then I will I will invite you about 11:15. Hmm. So the answer by last uploaded at 11 by what was it? 140. One 140. Exam. You are late means you are late. You are not following the exam instruction. So you have to get ready with the graph paper, answer paper as the test. Sama. So okay. The exam will have two sections. Analysis. I'm not so sure which section it will be. Compulsory two question. Section theory. Two out of three questions. You can select. Two out of three questions. Okay. Clear kan? Of course, analysis will have trial exam kan? Trial test. Any question? We talk about exam first. After this, we don't talk about exam. Any question? This one, remember. Turn on your camera. Your camera. And then you have to, it's up to you, you can have 10 pun boleh, 20 pun boleh Fazli. Nak pakai berapa boleh. But get ready. Because I said one, sometimes you make mistake, you make 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, it's up to you. You better spare. Okay, Fazli? Turn on your camera, and then I think you all know, isn't it? You have to sign the undertaking letter saying that you taking the oath that you are not going to get the help from anybody else to do the exam. Surat aku janji. Ada tak terima circular tu? Ada tak? Belum lagi I think what I do, saya ingat saya ada nanti. Kalau ada, saya try to upload dalam Putra Blast lah. Before that tu, I will let you know through the WhatsApp. You have to sign earlier lah before the exam. Then before the exam, you just upload that undertaking letter. I will sign it. You remind me. Aziz, remind me Aziz nanti. Kalau tak ada, if you get from other lecturers, the same thing. I think they will issue you everybody. They will see you. This is just what they call it, to make it formal saja, to make it formal. To undertake that. Saying that you are not going to get help from anybody else. Okay. Any question about the exam? Today will be the last official lecture between me and you. As a lecturer lah saya. If I give you a lecture later on as invited lecture. As invited lecturer, not lecturer. Any question? How do I feel? Grateful. I'm very thankful to God who have given me the opportunity to serve the humankind, human beings, and for whatever gift that God has gifted me throughout my life, almost 60 years, my career, my family, and I have the chance, the opportunity to give back to the youngster what I have got throughout my life. That is how I feel. Because I am very lucky. I have been working with the governments. I'm working with outside. I'm on my own. From design engineers, site engineer, district engineer, project manager, general manager, and director of the companies, and finally as a lecturer. So that's how I put myself very lucky. I have been a lecturer since before reaching 40. So I think it's about 20 years. Because to be a government servant back, to get confirmed permanent staff, you have to be below 40 at that time. So quickly I took the opportunity to join the university before the age of 40. But the environment was just like something fall in place. It was a crisis incoming at that particular time, where Mahathir was having a big problem with Anwar Ibrahim. They set Anwar Ibrahim and put him in jail during that time, maybe before that happened. And now, before I left the service, it's the same thing. It's between the two person. Okay. So, any other question you want to ask? I told you that you can ask me any question. How do you find the class, this class, project management class? Do you think that you have got the knowledge that you are supposed to get as an undergraduate student? Are you okay, semua? Are you okay with the class? Dah tulis dalam tu, apa tu, evaluation, class evaluation? Oh, I want to see your comment, your nice comment. Dah isi belum? My last lecture. So saya boleh print masuk dalam saya punya memoir. Receive a lot of good comments from the students before, especially the master student. Okay. Can follow good. If you want to pursue your career, you want to study, siapa tadi Skandar, I would advise you to do it part-time, so that you don't miss the opportunity to get the working experience. Because you are very lucky now, there are a lot of class being offered, night class, weekend class. Since you are very young, you are all very young, it's better for you to gain both front at one time. I mean, you have two front. Once you have to accumulate your experience, and second once you have to uplift your skill, management and technical skill. So if you just focus on studying, then you might miss the boat where somebody else has already getting the experience and moving up the ladder. That's my advice. Other lecturers might give different advice. Might want you to become their RA, but I never do that to my students. I told them you better study, you better work and study part-time. I did study part-time all the time also. Unless you want to be a lecturer, it's two different ball game. Okay. Yeah, well, as far as the environment is concerned, it is going to be tough time within this 1 or 2 years. But your time is not as bad as your senior who is supposed to graduate now. Their time is really very bad, where the opportunity to get the job is very, very slim. If you can study and work, no problems. You can get a job because we have a lot of programs. In Malaysia, we have weekend class and night class. No time. Everybody got 24 hours. It's up to us on how to manage. When I did my postgraduate last time, part time, not many people were doing that last time. I did my study part time. I work. I did my investment also very heavily. I have a family and I involved in NGO. All can be done at the same time. No problems. No problems. And I do business part time also at that time. I do business part time also. All at once. All at once. So it's up to you. Of course, you need to sacrifice a bit. That's all. Adjust and sacrifice. If you cannot do it during young time, then you can never do it. You are the most energetic at the age of 20 plus. Oh, no. If you actually doing master, it's much easier than undergrad. You must understand that. Because you already work, there's no stress. So what? You can plan. You don't have to take 4 subjects. You can take 2 subjects. I did in 4 years time last time because I'm doing it for fun. I'm doing it to get the best knowledge for me, not doing it for the sake of getting the degree. It's two different things. If you're doing it for fun, then it's okay. No stress. How do I divide my time? Actually, it is very funny. I met a lot of students also lately overseas. Last year I was in New Zealand for almost half year. Because my son and my wife was there. I met the final year student there. Those students who doing two things at one time is work and study. He did well in study. The same thing when as a lecturer, those lecturer who are not doing business, not doing research, they are not performing also. No, I'm not saying anybody, but those who do business, do study, whatever it is at one time, they perform. Because when you are having a lot of responsibility, then automatically you will set a very, they call it, balanced timetable for yourself. For yourself. A lot of ladies, they work and they become a good housewife. It's a very big job. But those at home tak kerja, rumah pun bersepah, the house is not in order. Those who work, wake up in the morning, send the children to nursery, come back, they cook, they have a nice life with their husband. You get my point, Fazli? Time, everybody got 24 hours. Okay, Fazli. Those yang sibuk tu, Fazli, this guy sempat pergi surau every day, every morning. Those who are not busy, they never go to surau also. They have all the time, they sit at home. Just like you students, some of you are very active. You can see, isn't it? All-rounder. They play the games, they become the leader dekat dorm ke kat mana. Then they good in study. They go to the mosque often. Ada girlfriend lagi. Betul tak? Ada tak orang macam tu? In your group? Ada tak? Siapa yang macam tu? Oh, Fazli. Oh, saham naik lah Fazli. Skandar. So this is life. This is life. But of course, one thing you have to be disciplined, and this discipline you have to practice. It should become your culture in your life, calculated in your body system. First thing, this is the first thing that you ask yourself. Are you able to wake up and start your day early morning? That's the thing. First thing. That is the first test. Can you wake up early morning? If you cannot wake up early morning, then difficult to say. I remember I was lucky when I started job in KL. I started very early morning every day until now. We start early morning. You can see before 7, 6:30, I am in the office already, UPM office. That's the first things. Go to the mosque, and then in the office. Give a lecture at 8. 10 o'clock, I'm in my other office. 12 o'clock, I'm back to UPM office. Having lunch with my friends. 1:30, you always see me, I'm in the surau. Okay? Mana saya pernah lambat, mana tak saya lambat. Alhamdulillah, saya tak pernah lambat. Did I ever be late to your class? Any time, pernah tak you perasan saya lambat pergi kelas? That. So this is the first thing that you have to do. Then once you have that, people see you differently. You develop that kind of system, and then be trustworthy. When you promise to people, deliver. Jangan janji kosong, deliver. That's why tak boleh jadi I cannot become a politician, even though at one time I was close to a politician. Many times in my life. Mesti jujur, mesti sincere, deliver your promise. You become a consultant, you deliver in terms of time delivery. Time delivery must be on the dot. If you are married, to your wife, to your children, you promise to do something, you must do something. You must deliver it. That's the discipline that you need to have. And then hati besar, the big heart. You must have a big heart. Chinese say hati besar means what? Don't feel reluctance to help people. Sometimes God make things happen in front of you, so that you have the opportunity. You are given the opportunity to help, because one day people will help you back. Believe me, when you grow old, the Chinese and Indians say what? What is it? Siapa Cina India ni? What is it about that? When you do something good, the good thing will come to you. Yuan, apa dia yuan? Not the Chinese Indian lah biasa cakap. Karma will come back. The karma will come back. Pandai pun lah. Karma will come back. Iskandar tahu lah. Karma will come back. So this one thing, help people. You have the opportunity. And then, as a Muslim, you know that you should do good things. Good things, kifarah in Islam, yeah, you are right. Good things to your parents while they are still alive. You must do good things to your parents when they are still alive. Then, inshallah, with their prayer, with their doa, your life will be okay. Yeah, parents, you are not staying in the house. Do good things. I'm the youngest in the family of 8. So when I study, my mother was old already, because they got married quite late at that time. Then I quickly came back and start work, even though I got the offer to study scholarship. I got scholarship there, got offers to continue my study. But then I came back and served my parents until I think 2000 plus, until I was the age of 50. My mother passed away. My father passed away when I was studying. But when she was still around, they were staying in, my mother was in Johor, Batu Pahat. I went there almost every 2-3 weeks. When I went back, I will cook for my mother. Really, I don't allow my wife to cook her favorite food. I'll cook for my mother. I'll eat with her. Serve her. And used to tell people that she wants to die on my lap. And it happened. She died on my lap. And when I taught her how to recite the Shahada, that was the beautiful gift that God has given in me. Sempat ambil gambar, have the time to opportunity to take the photos with my mother. Mati dalam pangkuan saya, meninggal dalam pangkuan saya. 9 years ago. So you must do that. Siapa? Puteri tengah menangis tu, sedih. Okay. So yeah, somebody asked me just now, if you can contact me, but not necessarily I reply others immediately because I'm busy. You can contact me once I'm not around anymore. Once you become my ex-students. With my mentor back then, we have a lot of mentor. Technical engineering, my mentor was Arwah Datuk Dr. Wahid because he was my boss when I started working in the design office back then. Was a very good engineer. It advised him until he become like father and son. As an engineer. Finally, he become the Ketua Pengarah JKR and he used to come to my house. I used to go to his house. Very close. And in business, I have my elder brother, Chong. So we become very good family, friends, and even all his children will call me uncle, uncle. When the children is having problem, they will ask me for advice. We become partners for more than 20 over years. Very close, very close. No barrier. And in business, of course, in religions, we have a lot of mentor. It means mentor has to come from many area. It depends. It's mentor. I have quite a number of good friends around me. You have to balance your life. Business, I must tell you that in business, all my circle are Chinese. Chinese. Even a gangster also my circle. Good gangster. Okay, any other question? Semua okay? Ready for your trial exam? Good, you're not worried about the exam now. Think you are ready. Only, I think, 4 or 5 students, you must know who you are, who I think really didn't understand the subject matter when I mark your test 1 and test 2, but now we have reviewed the test, we have done a lot of exercise, and I think you should be okay. You should be okay. Each and every one of you should be okay. Should be okay. Ada apa lagi nak tanya? Okey semua? Amira okey Amira? Dah tidur balik dah? So Haziq malam Wednesday night tu you remind me Haziq to put up the mock trial exam Haziq ya? You SMS WhatsApp me kalau saya lupa. You take the attendance that morning. I will be around when you started your semester on and off. I will be around on and off. Not every day, but I will run on and off. Of course, I will not go to the office by October in the morning because normally I will start my life at home first. So final lepas mereka sempat ke buat 4 soalan in 2 hours. You see, Fazli punya soalan So final Thursday. Fazli apa soalan dia? Dia budak pandai kan? So dia kata, sempat tak mereka buat 4 soalan in 2 hours? Dia risaukan orang lain sebab dia boleh buat, tak ada masalah. So mereka, dia kata, it's not kita, mereka. So so means what? Dia boleh buat. No problems. Surely you can do. No problems. After doing the test, after doing the trial exam, sure you can do. If you cannot do, means you cannot do. Memang sempat. More than enough time.
One question, 30 minutes.
Just like the test lah, you kata tak sempat, but people got 80 plus of quite number. So of course, not everybody sempat. Those who are prepared, who know how to answer sempat. Fazli sure sempat. Yeah, one question, 25 to 30 minutes, you divide your time. You must answer the question directly, not talking about something else. Some of you are copying the question. I don't understand. You're copying the sentence in the question. You are at this particular age. Final year, almost going to final year, you are still doing that. You shouldn't do that. Time is very precious. Okay. Ada soalan? I told you many times, if I want to put your carry mark in the system now, I cannot change anymore, Sakila. That's the problem. Katakan your carry mark, tengok 30. Your final, and I cannot change your final mark. That's the problem. Because your final exam will be printed and kept in the file to be audited. So I cannot change that. So, kalau markah if your marks is just at the border, I want to push up, because this is special semester, you get 46, for example, but I don't want to fail you. I cannot change your final exam mark. At least you give me the opportunity to change your carry mark to help you. If I put that in the system now, I cannot change anymore. So you want me to put in the system or not, Sakila? You understand the system kan? You are in the third year already. Once your carry mark is in the system, the lecturer cannot change anymore. No, it is not in the system. When the management asks why you don't put in the system, tak sempat, because I haven't finished doing the carry mark assessment yet, because it's special semester where we have online class, things like that. You need a lot of submission, what they call it, assignment to be submitted. That's why I cannot put the carry mark. Kita boleh goreng lah. Faham semua? Anybody nak tahu carry mark, nak masukkan? Boleh saya masukkan? Anybody wants to give the carry mark? Yeah, that is the point, Fazli. Kalau you punya test very bad, final you score, then I can adjust your test mark. That is the point, Fazli. Saya tengok you punya final you got 95. Suddenly your test you fail. I think most you fail, you dapat 20 test 1, test 2 you dapat 20%. 20 over 100 test 1, 25 over 100 test 2. Final suddenly you got 95. So at least I see, oh, this guy, maybe because of this kind of situation, COVID-19 is not used, it's having problem, things like that. I should have put at least A minor, for example.
Wow.
No, do you understand my strategy? You all understand my strategy? But you all know, I think you all know, after we have done the review on test 1 and test 2, roughly you know how you score, betul tak? Definitely you know how you score. Not to the exact mark, but you know plus or minus 5. I'm very sure, betul tak? Am I right? Some of you, for example, in the test only answer one question. And only one question. Then you should know what is your score. Betul? Okay. Any other question? Selalunya project manager ada assistant tak? Once you have a title of project manager, normally surely you have assistant. Manager means you manage somebody. When you start work, mostly the lowest level they will call it site staff, site engineer, site clerk, things like that. Once they call it project manager, you must have somebody below you. And it's once you graduate, you are not automatically become project manager. Start from the lower level. And a project manager of a sizable project, Fazli, the salary normally more than 10,000. Salary and allowance, plus car, plus everything. So project manager is a high post actually. You will become site engineer first. So actually, project manager is one of the highest paid profession among all. Project manager, because he is responsible to deliver the project to make money for the company. He's the key man. He's the key man, and the responsibility is high. He's controlling the money also. Okay, Fazli. Normally they will give car, phone, things like that, like at least for project manager. Okay, any other question? Boleh stop kat sini? 1 hour? It's about time for 1 hour. Kita cut short today. 1 hour lecture. Yeah, I don't have the chance to get familiar with your face. Really. If I come across you kat UPM kat mana, I cannot recognize some of you. Definitely. Because only 10 class. 5 weeks. Itu pun punting ramai. So, sorry kalau saya tak kenal you, just you perkenalkan diri you. Introduce yourself kat mana-mana kalau jumpa. Fazli kenal lah sebab kalau dia pakai songkok, kalau dia keluar pakai topi rugged, tak tahu nak cakap lah. You will be a different person in next 5 years. Totally different. Tengok Fazli kat luar pakai seluar pendek, pakai t-shirt, tak ada lengan kau. Last question. Tender document. Tender document. Apa dia? Document that is being used to call the people to put in the price. So, it belongs to the client. Client yang panggil. Client is the one who call. But then, definitely, most likely, client will ask the consultant to prepare. If the client does not have the organization staff to prepare it. What do you mean by that? If the client is JKR or UPM, they have unit pembangunan kan? They have engineer and QS. So they will prepare the tender document. But if the client is individual, who does not have this unit management development unit, so they will appoint a consultant. Consultant will make the drawing, spec, and finally prepare the tender document, call for the tender. Good. Sometimes JKR pun, they have too many jobs. UPM pun cannot do big job. So they appoint consultant also. Consultant prepare and pass to them and they call. Okay? Any other question? No, it's 1 hour's lecture over, 8:50. Any other question? Tak ada? Boleh stop kat sini? Boleh? Boleh ke? So, boleh. Since you are both in my class, saya Salihuddin humbly minta maaf, ask for forgiveness from every one of you if I have ever made a mistake throughout my times, fail to exercise my duty to teach you well. Kalau salah kena kutuk ke apa, maaf. Okay. And I hope, I pray for you all to be a successful, useful, whatever, in your future career. Okay. Okay. Inshallah, everyone should be okay. Remember, I said I'm very sorry. No personal, no personal correspondence. Not fair to the others. Okay. Okay then. Okay. Assalamualaikum. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi di lain kesempatan in different platform. Kalau dulu saya told my student, we will see when I'm a contractor, we will see you in the field. But now I'm not involved in construction anymore. So susah sikit nak jumpa dalam field engineering. Okay, Assalamualaikum. InsyaAllah semua okay. InsyaAllah. Goodbye. Assalamualaikum.
Oi,
Hello.
gimana tu tadi?
Aku ni baru nak pergi briefing.
Briefing office ke?
Kerja.
Internship ah?
Internship lah. Apa lagi?
Terbaik ah. Kau punya company tu construction
Developer.
Developer lah. Dia buat apa je? Pergi saat semua?
Buat rumah.
Oh, patut lah. Okay.
Jauh tu.
Berapa minit?
Dalam 40 minit kalau naik motor lah. Naik kereta lama sikit lah.
Oi, bapak jauh sia. Ada adik kau macam tu. Bapak idola doh. Sumpah idola.
Demi duit yang halal.
Duit halal. 1.2k.
Mana ada? Kau tengok mana? Ada tu buka.
Okay, gula. Apa?
Yelah kau.
Ah?
Yelah kau banyak tak?
Biasa je.
Yelah. Kau cikgu kan. So tu.
Kalau boleh, slow k lah.
Kau ni lah. Kau untuk intern kau je dah 2.4k.
Dah. Baik. Gula.
Alright. Gerak dulu.
Bye. Gempak segan.
Janji seribu janji, janji aku di malam.